10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Cevo, Season 6 with Truesight TV. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by ArchaeaDota for what is really Together We Did It up against Dust.
Which one's which?
Well, Clan Owned is Together We Did It, and Dust is Emperor Mao's Chinese Dota. Yes, as you can tell, it's a very serious game here tonight.
I'd say so.
I mean,
operation.
But it definitely taken some influences from DAC. Archaea, hope you're doing well, man.
I'm doing fine. A little tired, but ready to see some Dota, and I think Emperor Mao never fails to deliver.
Yeah. I once ordered Chinese from him, and he definitely delivered. So
spot on.
Yeah. Anyways, taking some influence from DAC, we of course see the Holy Trinity, or the Holy Spinrity banned out. Troll, Warlord, Axe, and Jug already given the boot. We also have Wisp banned out, and Shadow Fiend banned out. And a Chin picked up. Well, excuse me, Troll Warlord is not given the boot, he is picked up, obviously. My bad. And it looks like we've lost Archaea. He's been, you know, given the boot as well, it looks like. And hopefully he'll make it back. Let me see if I can call him back. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, Vengeful Spirit coming up for Clan Owned as well. And there's a problem with the internet connection between us. I would assume that's on Archaea's end. However, don't really have a way to say it. We're going to say Lion get banned out so they don't have another strong support. AA is a good support, but you need some serious lockdown to back him up. Troll Warlord can provide it, but it's not necessarily what we're going to see out of him. Bristleback being banned out by Clan Owned. Definitely can't blame them for that. Just gonna check up on Archaea.
10 seconds remaining.
And of course, a big shout out to all our viewers as usual.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
Not sure what's up with Archaea.
Radiant team pick.
Looks like Archaea's power flickered a bit, or worse. Yeah, Archaea's on his phone right now talking to me, so...
Dire team pick.
Until his power gets back up, we'll just solo cast it for now. No big deal, though. Hopefully that'll work out for him, but of course you guys are stuck with me until then. Sniper, coming up for Emperor Mao's Chinese Dota. And this is a hero who synergizes quite well with Troll. You can see they ban out the Razor to get rid of that physical damage drain, ban out the Tide to get rid of somebody who's a Blink Initiator who wants to get in your face very early on here. And that's kind of the kind of lineup you want to build around Sniper.
Reserve time.
Wait a second. Are you here?
Yeah. A little shaken.
No, you're all good, man. You're alive.
I don't know what it was, but something went boom and then my power went out and...
It must have been a transformer.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened. It's weird.
A little scary. Hopefully it wasn't a sniper outside of your window, but...
We got one in game, apparently.
Yeah, Yeah, anyways. Clan Owned going with the Storm Spirit. A hero who can definitely close the distance between Sniper and a hero who has been on the rise today. Archaea, you didn't get to see DAC Final, did you?
5 seconds.
Off and on. Smale. Definitely representing Storm Spirit.
Yeah, and there's been a 4% increase in Storm Spirit play over the last 24 hours, so that basically says, yeah.
I believe it. It was inspiring.
A 4 percentage point increase, actually, as someone is saying on Reddit, I just see. But, anyways, Disruptor, being picked up by Emperor Mao, and definitely a strong hero up against Storm. I mean, glimpse back into a static Storm. Storm ain't doing anything.
Yeah, silence is the only way to really get rid of him. Stuns are great, but silence is preferable, especially with a big AoE like that, doing some work. But
10 seconds remaining.
Venge always has the swap, so I
Yeah.
think they're always going to have that second option of like, I can save one of you, who is it going to be, and yeah, get work done. But I do like the Disruptor AA combo, letting Troll Warlord just go to town while they're trapped.
Yeah, and
It's-
glimpse, you can glimpse somebody back into their own cold feet if you get it off right, so that kind of negates the problem of that, as well as kinetic field, just keeping them tied up in a stun of some sort, anyways.
Yeah. So, I like, there's good things from both teams, and I like it. I like it so far.
Yeah. What do you see coming up now for Clan Out or Together We Did It? Or maybe
Well,
Together We didn't quite do
Storm
it.
Spirit's great for initiation, and you can definitely keep someone in place, but you usually want someone who can also do a ton of damage with him, and just allow Storm to initiate, and there it is. Lycan's a great hero to kind of fill that gap, and Lycan can get moving when he's using his ult, so
Yeah, definitely.
I think both of those heroes can really sneak up on you, and it's going to be difficult for Sniper to really fight effectively. But look at
10 seconds remaining.
Dust's lineup. I have to think about the teams now. Dust's lineup is all focused on team fighting, and not just like across the map. But like they got to be right next to each other with Disruptor, Troll, Warlord. I mean, AA can be involved off the map, but even Sniper needs to be right there. Whereas I think Clan Ont has a little bit more space. They could always push lane with Chen. Lycan can do some damage if you keep him unchecked. So they're going to want to be spread out, and I'm not sure if good old Mao can handle that.
Remaining.
Yeah. They definitely are afraid of that split push with the ban on Broodmother. And kind of a necessary ban when there's a Lycan on the board. Brood Lycan, if you remember TI2 at all, oh dear god, run, basically.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
It's a really strong combo, though, and
Radiant
should be pretty interesting. Batrider banned out from Clan Owned, so they don't want somebody to get rid of them. And oddly enough, there's going to be a Tusk pick from Dust now, and normally Tusk is a great hero to counter Sniper, because, well,
Yeah, Snowball can buy you some space.
yeah, and you
Yeah.
get right in his face.
Yeah.
No questions asked. You're right there in Sniper's face, and he can't do anything about it. With the Sniper, I'm interested to see how this is going to work. And it looks to be either off lane or mid Tusk. I like mid Tusk now. Let me just go ahead and say I think mid Tusk is underrated because you get a level 6, pick up a quick medallion, you can gank like nobody's business.
5 seconds remaining.
Tusk is gonna run into just a little bit of trouble against the Storm Spirit, and
Now
the Centaur's
more.
picked up. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna know. So they're gonna send the Sniper just to make sure at least mid gets some gold. But I do think we could see an aggro try coming from Mao with AA and Disruptor. I think both of them combined with Troll Warlord allow from some really early aggression, kind of displace Lycan a little bit. But then again, Chen and Vengeful can be defensive enough. Dish out what you want. We'll be right here.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because, of course, Centaur can charge and get away from the Tusk Snowball, and of course, if that Snowball doesn't quite reach you, well, it
It's
just kind of
not-
falls
yeah.
apart after a little while. You run out of steam, literally and figuratively, you know?
I do know. I get it. So, wow, these names though. Oh man.
Yeah, the names are a little bit ridiculous. Anyways, on the side of Oont or Together We Did It, I'll probably use the two interchangeably through the cast. We've got their stand-in Jipples on the Centaur Warrunner mid lane. It looks like it's gonna be the Storm Spirit, Soji, who is also the best Morgana to ever live. Filthy peasant. KGB on the Vengeful Spirit, and on the Chin. Up top, we will also have Taku on the Lycan, getting snowed on, and what a baller he is. Tusk gonna move on in the slow from Troll Warlord, and that's first blood, easily done. They just keep Sniper out of the snowball, and hey, they've got it.
Yeah, great job. Now, the man spawning that snowball for all of them was Katsu on the Tusk. Cheesehead is right in front of him on the Ancient Apparition, and behind both of them, and Planner on the Troll Warlord. Going over here, doing a little bit of chase to KGB, we got Soul 929 Russian letters. And down at the bottom, we're always forgetting about him, Jip. No. Jipples is not who I'm naming. Bean, I'm sorry, it was one of the two, I mixed them up.
Yeah, if I saw the kill, that means, Ted, step it up.
Ted. He has to solo cast all the time, it's pretty rough.
This is also banners. And they say, whose banner? Well, gee, I don't know. Maybe both of them? Anyways, it looks like lanes are going to filter out. It'll be an aggressive tri-lane, a solo disruptor, and a mid sniper. Not what I was anticipating, I will say.
But that means they're going to be running Tusk as support, which, as you just saw, can do some work.
I mean, it can do work, yeah, but Tusk does scale with physical damage. He scales great with physical damage, and this is something that he doesn't do as a support. Like a Deso on Tusk. Deso on Tusk is amazing. Can I just go ahead and say, like, you just roll in, you tap somebody once, oh no, they have no armor, you punch them, they did.
Well, his abilities line up perfectly with that of a disabler. I mean, Ice Shards can really screw you up like a Fisher. And Snowball is just great initiation, especially if you're out of sight. Frozen Sickle's kind of forgotten, but that's a great support spell as well.
Yeah.
And then Walrus Punch, I mean, ignoring the crit, you're not going to get as much damage out of it, but it's still very nice disable.
Yeah, it's a 12-second cooldown with a whole 1 second stun and a ton of damage capped onto it. So,
and it pierces magic immunity, which I think is
that is true.
huge.
Yeah.
It goes through BKB, it'll mess him up. I like that. So support Tusk. I mean, normally you want to pick up like those where the heck did that come from heroes in the beginning, but I think at the end, Ono wasn't really expecting it.
Yeah.
And actually, Bean's gonna have a little bit of trouble down here.
He'll get a TP in from the Tusk. Tusk going ahead and stunning up Jipples won't be enough to bring him down just yet, as Troll Warlord will be left alone up top. Maybe they're rethinking their laning strategy at this point.
Yeah.
Inplaner should do fine up here against Lycan.
Oh yeah. Easy, easy. Lycan is losing 3 camps. Only's got a medium and a hard to his name, so
He's got nowhere to recover, and that's mainly for the Chin. But of course, Chin gonna go aggressive into the enemy jungle, and he has got himself a Dark Troll Summoner.
not a
Ready to
thing
go.
can say anything about it.
Yeah, and he'll actually turn around on Cheesehead here, looking for the net. They're trying to find Chin himself, though, or find a good angle. It looks like Katsu's just gonna rotate around for the moment, and this is one of the problems. He didn't get First Blood himself, so he has no boots right now, and he's level 2. If you're a roaming support, you need to find a way to get your boots. If you have to rush them right from the start, that's fine. You just need to get them. And actually, Being gonna get netted up, he manages to get a kinetic field down, but it won't stop him from killing him. It'll just get one extra right click and a tower hit off onto Jipples for the moment. So they're kind of feeding off Disruptor.
Onion's doing a really good job isolating the Disruptor. They were expecting Jipples to go head-to-head, and Disruptor would have lasted all right, but the rotations from KGB and M is just putting pressure on Disruptor, and that's something Disruptor can't take by himself. So they're gonna have to move the tri-lane down here.
Archaea, I believe it's
If he was playing anyone else like a carry, it'd be possible for him to get a rampage. Like rampage.
I mean, he could get a rampage as Chin. And meanwhile, though, Sniper getting jumped on without ball lightning. Shin will actually help bring him down with a rotation in here on the backside. Katsu blocking Storm off. One more right click will do the job. He'll get it off before Shin gets sent back to base. Test of Phase was trying to save him there, but wasn't going to be able to do the trick. And Shin now sitting on 1,000 gold after that one. So they make a trade. Honestly, a trade favoring the Radiant, I'd say.
Yeah.
Storm isn't going to be the best farmer. He wants to go get kills and make things happen. And up top, in planer, finding the kill on the Lycan. Yet again, this Lycan is not too happy. He doesn't even have boots.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Dire's
that.
top tower
Okay, there
is
we go.
under attack.
Yeah, it's really not looking great for him at the moment.
I think both off lanes from each team are having some issues now, and it's kind of evening
Well,
out at this point.
Both off lanes are having some issues, but Centaur's doing much better.
Well-
or both safe lanes is what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. I'm like, I was
Yeah.
confused. We're all good.
Onit's really relying a lot on Lycan.
Yeah.
And, I mean, whereas Mao isn't really that heavily dependent on Disruptor dying twice. Or 3 times.
Now this Chen will be rotating in here. And actually looking for the net. He'll find it on Bean. It's the classic scenario. We've seen it time and time again. Double edge to finish him off. But there's a Ice Shards and a Snowball coming forward from Tusk. They'll bring Centaur down with a few more right clicks. Some armor reduction coming out on Cheesehead though. He tries to just trade hits. It'll stun up KGB. The slows keeping him in range here. Tusk doesn't have enough mana to engage. He will have enough for Snowball, but it's still on cooldown. One more right click will do the job. He actually manages to get the Sigil to tank a tower hit. And a double kill for Katsu means he'll be headed home with a bottle and some boots to spare. I mean, doing very well for himself. Hold that thought, though. There is a net available, however. The stun coming through, and actually, he'll slow Centaur down a little bit. Attack speed will get slowed. He'll still bring down Tusk, but Tusk was able to buy out pretty much fully there, and did very well for himself, indeed. The problem is this Troll Warlord on the top lane, though.
Yeah.
Sitting on 1,000 extra net worth and even Storm Spirit at this point, who's not doing bad, but isn't looking great either.
Yeah. Onit doing a decent job, although I feel like relying on Centaur a little too much. Although, I was saying that, ball lightning on End Planner, and it looks like he's going to be dead?
He
No, he's
didn't
not.
get the reduction on, or the mischance onto Storm, and actually he's going to turn around here. Taku looking for some hits here. Whirling Axis on cooldown, a charge forward from Centaur, but he stops engaging and goes after the Tusk instead. I am
That's questionable.
very... That was almost a
click away.
sure kill. I mean, maybe you're sacrificing yourself for it, sure. But
I mean, at this
they know
point, you
Tusk
need
is,
it.
or Troll is ahead. They need to shut him down early, yeah.
And shifting the focus to Tusk, killing Tusk is going to do anything, really.
And
Shoot
together
some
we
extra
did it.
gold,
With them sitting where they are, they really need this win to stay in the running for the top 8 to make it to playoffs. If they don't win this, they are in severe danger of losing that. However,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
they should be able to win this. I mean, Dust hasn't been that impressive, but Taku getting jumped on now. There'll be Ice Shards out as well, and Taku will go down to in planer, it looks like, so...
Yeah, that's the power of Tusk's support. Setting up in planner to get the kill. Even Tusk didn't have to do really much of anything.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm actually really liking the Tusk support. It wasn't what I expected, and it's doing work.
Yeah, there's a door for Cheesehead.
Wow.
Not gonna lie, feels
there was,
a slight bit
something's
tactical.
burning in my house, and now door, sorry. Girl Scout cookies. Gotta get them.
You should not have reminded me, because I've got Girl Scout cookies in a bag under my desk, and I want, but I don't need.
Later in the cast, it's gonna be like, so Revo, what do you think about the home?
Oh my goodness, both of them fat both are out, and we got
Double curl.
and it Are you talking about the hero? No, just Yeah.
Well, sorry I had to remind you.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Looks like we're ready.
All worked out. Oh,
And a zip in from Storm, the tactical pause. it looked like, is going to actually be reversed as Sniper will end up going down. Storm, he loses lane to Sniper until he hits 6, and then it is completely turned on its head. That matchup is so easy for Storm once he has Ball Lightning. Just, oh, Sniper wants to stay out of my face. Well, what if I had an ultimate that just let me zip towards him? Yeah. Oh, wait, I do.
Middle tower is under attack.
Fantastic job.
Yeah.
And End Planner is now able just to clean up, put some damage on this tower, and Taku's got his jungle back, but he's actually just trying to go head-to-head with the troll, and I'm, for the wolf's sake, I don't know if this is what you need.
Well, if you're going to get catch-up farm, you generally do not want to go get it in the jungle. You're getting less gold for the time you're investing and the HP you're investing, especially when you don't have any lifesteal yet. And, well, I don't think it's a great idea.
He's going to get ganked again, because that's just one rotate from the Tuscan. Especially at this health, half health.
He does have ult, though. Keep in mind. So, he has an escape mechanism. They're probably just going to lose top tower and say, you know what, we're giving up. Meanwhile, though, in the mid lane, KGB getting jumped on, an extra right click from the Sniper will do the job. Charging for the Centaur actually took down Ancient Apparition on the back end there. And Chen, now on a dominating spree, taking down the Sniper. Soji will zip up to the high ground. They're going after Katsu. That Sigil is doing some serious work, though, as Taku, trying to chase him down, can't quite get in there. The attack speed is still slowed, and he keeps having to kind of stutter step towards him, basically wasting some time there for the Lycan, but Lycan picking up a kill that he definitely needs. He's 1-4 this game, and he has been, well, you could say, owned by the enemy team.
Disruptor needed to be there for that fight, and the lack of Disruptors just, it's not doing good work. Actually, Jipples could be caught out here by Cold Feet, not going to proc, but Assassinate will kill him.
Yeah, they didn't really need the glimpse, but as if forward from Storm Spirit, they'll manage to grab Bean there. He'll lay down the Static Storm and Kinetic Field just to zone out Storm, but Storm managing to make the zips away from Troll Warlord. Can't quite find the Whirling Axis to get in there, and they will just decide to farm Lycan Wolves instead. Throws out the slow, but it does miss, and therefore it is on cooldown for a good little bit longer.
I'm actually surprised Storm Spirit didn't get hit by the AA ult. I thought for sure that it was gonna tackle him.
Yeah, and actually swap forward to zip forward as well, but Storm helping Chin get a mega kill streak. This Chin is honestly doing a lot better at carry than the Lycan is. I think Lycan should take some notes.
Well, Chen was in the jungle, and that's the power of Holy Persuasion.
Yeah, it's very persuasive. That's why I bought all those Girl Scout cookies anyway.
Holy Persuasion.
Yeah. Sniper, though, he's sitting on treads and an Aquila. What's on the courier here? Oh, okay, nothing. Yeah, this is not going so well for Sniper. You'd like to see him with a bit towards a core item at this point. Troll Warlord, though, is definitely carrying his weight. He'll have a Yasha done very, very soon.
Yeah, Ownit definitely coming back from, what was this, a little bit of a shaky laning stage. Readjusted their lanes and put some pressure where it needed to be, but now they're going to be facing the issue of Sniper getting slowly more damage. And I'm actually worried myself, because once Sniper comes online, Chen's going to have a hard time.
Definitely, and we will see, I think, Storm be able to take an advantage over him, but if they can find pickoffs on the Sniper, that'll do a lot. Where's the net from the Troll? The Troll's here. Are we going to get a net off even? But there is a nice stomp from the Centaur Warlord. Unfortunately, Double Edge doesn't connect as they jump on the Vengeful Spirit. Troll Warlord ulti coming off as well. Soji on the run here, but definitely slowed down. The Sigil and all the attack speed slow from Sniper coming out, doing a lot of work. Jipples going to be forced to just turn around and try to fight. Not going to be able to do so as Bean picks up a double kill. And the rest of the team going to be retreating back to base. Chin still hasn't fallen.
Yeah. He's sticking like a gerber. And he's got a lot of bounty on his head.
Yeah, I'm sure. Lycan's still not quite to his power treads yet. Still sitting about 450 gold off of that. Troll is at a point, though, where he can take Roche. And...
well, I think Lycan should be able to, too. Especially since
he could.
You have Chen, though. I mean...
yeah.
Borrowed
it's not going to be as easy, though.
Oh, Chet's actually gonna fall by a quick Ancient Aberration ult.
Yeah.
And then an Assassinate.
It's about 500 gold going over to AA. He's not doing too bad. He'll finish off his magic wand for that. Keep in mind, since they aren't too far behind in net worth, so that kill won't give them too much gold. It's kind of a TI4 level kill, you know?
Yeah.
Sniper hit with a little bit of armor reduction, but he does have a bottle and an invis rune. I didn't consider the bottle when we were looking at his items last, but now with a Morbid Mask picked up in the stash, we'll be seeing a Mask of Madness probably come out on him very soon, and then I'm suspecting the team will want to go toward Roche. Speaking of which, though, KGB moving over here wants to ward, but doesn't want to make it too obvious.
Yeah.
I'm worrying more and more for Dust's lineup, which is Mao. If you're just tuning in with us, we can't control the players, unfortunately.
Yeah, they've got minds of their own. I could see it, but I think Tusk is getting ready to shift into that core position. I think his time as a support is up with the laning stage gone, so I don't know.
At least semi-core. And he's got a Sage's Mask picked up. I'm assuming that's going to be Medallion. Actually, there was a smoke out from the Dire as they move toward the bot lane. Tusk able to dodge it and spots out the Lycan as well. And they're actually going to catch out the Sniper here. Their smoke will get revealed. Storm managing to jump on Disruptor here. They'll catch Sniper in the act. He gets rolled over by the Tusk Snowball. They do lose Sniper in the end to the Chin there. KGB getting the swap out as well. Jipples with the stun off on Cheesehead. Double Edge as well. The heal coming out with Vengeful Spirit's Wave of Terror there to finish the job, seal the deal, and take down the Ancient Apparition as well.
Meanwhile, in the top lane, we got a ramp, boys.
Yeah, Troll Warlord making a lot of space here. He's actually got his Sanjin Yasha complete, and he'll be headed back to base right now. Meanwhile, Lycan headed for Roche and not spotted out by Radiant Wards. He's got a Medallion, so kind of the way back into the game for him is looking to be Medallion into easy Roche into turn everything around. However, they've got to be able to actually get the Roche off, and his team is able to distract him a bit, but there's an AAL on the way, and it's going to be sad Lycan in a moment, because they know. And you can see on the map, Tusk is making a beeline for it. He'll actually get bursted by a Stomp and a Hurley test of Persuading Faith. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Hurley test of Persuading Faith.
Yep.
Hey, Shen is Shen, alright?
Yeah. And Shen, that nuke is incredibly powerful. I mean, it may be a 24-second cooldown, let's be honest here. But 200 pure damage is big enough for a support. Potentially 400 pure damage is like, okay, that's pretty much all of AA's health. I mean, he's got 300 left at that point, which is done in a few right clicks or something.
Well, I think we're Sniper's got his Mask of Madness up, so Mom is present. He's just slowly acquiring the farm he needs. Meanwhile, there hasn't been no fight where really Troll's been active, and I don't know if they know he's got the Helm of the Dominator or the Sanjin Yasha, and they have to have some idea he's getting farmed, but exactly what his items are, that could be a surprise. So I like what he's doing. Definitely, and he does have crits too. Who? Because of his abduction.
Abduction?
Yeah, using Helmet Dominator on the Alpha Wolf.
Oh, no, he doesn't have crits, but he has an extra damage aura. The crits are just to the Alpha.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was an aura. Oh, crap, right.
You're thinking of Doom. It's okay. Yeah. It happens. I was like, I'm not seeing crits. Chad, are you seeing crits?
Oh my gosh.
It's a close game, though. And 1,000 gold lead was grabbed for Mal, but Ont have managed to pull it back into a 3k gold lead for them and a 5k XP lead around the 17-minute mark right now. Smoke up for the Chin. Excuse me, it's far past my bedtime, ladies and gents. And he'll be laying down a sentry right now. And Storm gonna zip into 2. Bean getting hit with the Orchid, and actually should be falling here. Actually, not quite enough. Centaur will take him down just off the edge of your screen there. Jipples getting slowed down, not caught in the cold feet, but there is a stun off on Katsu. Troll Warlord ulti will be able to take down Centaur Warrunner. KGB looking for an opening here will actually get wrecked by the Tusk, who does get taken down by Storm as well. Storm getting hit with the maim and trying to get out. Not going to be able to make it. He's already accepted his fate, but able to take down Disruptor, or excuse me, Ancient Apparition with him. Storm, or Sniper, now back in the game. MMM on the run. 2k gold in the bank, and Sniper looking for the opening here. He's got double damage and his Mask of Madness on, but the jukes galore coming out from your chin. Can he track him down? Centaur's, or Troll's here with a creep with his helm, and they'll actually be able to find it there. So nicely done by him. 3k gold in the Troll's bank, and this game beginning to look a little out of control for Together We Did It.
I don't know. It's still super close because gold is still in Dust's favor, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean,
well, no, gold is still in Together We Did It's favor.
I'm just gonna start calling them what they're in game now.
Yeah. Guys, pro tip: if you ever become a pro, please don't. It's we got a funny team name. No. Unless you're going to actually be that funny team name forever and ever, it's really confusing for everyone.
It is. Oh well, what are you going to do?
And by everyone, I basically mean me, okay?
I'm confused. It's not just you. Oh well. Now we've, won a little bit of a pickle from Mao. How are they going to finally push this out? Because this game's going to drag further and further, and they need to... I don't know, they need to find a way to seal the deal.
Yep, stun out from Vengeful Spirit, actually, and beautiful ice shards there, just locking her in place for the ulti, and that was all she wrote for Venge. Venge was just accepting her fate at that point. Tusk will grab the negative damage aura with that. Sniper with a Blink Dagger, so getting a bit of mobility for when they try to jump on him. And this is what you want to see on your Sniper. You don't want to see him go for a Shadow Blade. You want to see some big boy items.
Yeah.
And what better big boy item than Blink?
Yeah, pretty much. I think that'll give him a lot of extra positioning, which this game's going to really come down to. I think he might actually be able to rat here soon. Along with Troll Warlord. That's actually pretty frightening for that tier 3.
Yeah, definitely. Tier 3 could be in trouble sometime soon. Hades getting reclaimed about right now. Which I believe it was used. Actually, Troll will have a Scotty before we know it, seeing as he's sitting only about 1,300 away from that. And they are responding to the push up top. Storm coming in here alone, but will be met with the entire team. And Troll was invis in the jungle. He actually could get jumped on easy here. They spotted out the courier, I believe. They're going to try to snipe him. He knows something's going on here, and he'll realize it now. He tries to zip away, but isn't able to in time as a monster kill streak comes up for Implaner. Chen takes down Sniper in the bot lane, though, so an even trade, I'd say. Mid laner for mid laner, and a blink up on Disruptor off of it as well, so...
Yeah. Oh, mid lane, a little bit of action got going on here.
Yeah. Taku running like the wolf, and actually going to be able to chase down Implaner. They'll swap him back. One more right click will bring him down, and Chen once again cleaning up the kill streak there.
Oh, wow.
This is the highest net worth Chen I've seen in a long time. He'll have an Aghanim Scepter in only 900 gold. So he's sitting pretty.
It's going to get really hard to fight now. If Chen gets his Ags.
15% extra health, which we're just going to go ahead and assume he has with the Granite Golem. There's none up on the map at the moment, but hey, whatever. And also, every 30 seconds, there is a 400 health heal.
Yeah.
Which is huge.
Yeah, that is... becomes a spammable. It's actually pretty...
Yeah.
I mean, that's one of the, honestly, beefiest buffs provided by Ags I know. It's going down from 120 to 30.
Yeah, it's literally 4 times as often. Now, of course, there is still quite a large mana pool contained with that, so, yeah. Looks like Together We Did It. Just need a moment. Maybe they've got some cookies of their own. I should have said it! Now I'm thinking about them.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Indeed, and wait a second. Oh yeah, I got my teams mixed up. Sorry about that. Seeing as neither team has their tags,
Just
you know.
call it in game. It's
No, I got my teams mixed up because it's a stand-in, and I was about to say, and the other team is just gonna unpause without warning. Let's talk about Lycan though. He's still sitting on the same items he was just a few minutes ago. It's
He hasn't had time to farm. He's been having to take the lead in most of these fights.
yeah. We'll see Roche respawning relatively soon. There'll be an AA Ice Blast out. Doesn't connect on much. Glimpse back on the Lycan, and though he ults, he will not find any home tonight.
Yeah. Dead indeed.
And they'll be headed toward the Radiant side of the map right now. Not too much to talk about at the moment, Archaea.
Definitely not. Actually, Roche is going to get its random time set right about.
As soon as they jump on Venge, who is actually hit with the Walrus Punch, netted up, Ice Blasted as well. Storm Spirit managing to find Disruptor on the back end of the fight, and Jim, Venge finding a swap out, still will go down to Troll Warlord, and Chen now taking down Ancient Apparitions for a killing spree. 200 gold away from that Aghanim Scepter. Jipples finding a stop down there. Sniper, he'll turn fire, and actually gonna get saved by the Chen. Centaur makes it out there, but Implaner with a double kill as he takes down Chen as well. And what was the timer on that Roche? About a minute now?
Yeah, halfway, minute and a half. So, almost ready to go.
Yeah. And it's looking like the teams that take advantage of that will be Dust. Sniper gonna go ahead and scout it out just to see what's going on here. Excuse me.
Oh man, it's getting late. Whew. Well,
Sorry, I was watching DAC last night, so I was up late. And Troll Warlord, he does have the Scotty up. This will be a big difference maker for the team. Slowing down pretty much everybody on the team except for Lycan, and in all reality, Storm, because he's just going to zip away anyway. Slowing them down will mean you're going to be able to get lots more right-clicks off of Sniper and Troll, not to mention the rest of your supports, even. I mean, they may not right-click very hard, but it's something, you know? Lycan actually getting Centaur charged in or possibly out of there, as he'll go ahead and morph up, not going to be able to make it away. Unfortunately, in the time it takes him to morph, Disruptor lays down a kinetic field, and boom shakalaka, you're already done for, buddy.
yeah. Dead.
And that is the big benefit of Blink Disruptor, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a ton of damage on this troll with Scotty.
Yeah.
And he is beefy. 2.4k health compared to 1.8k health on the Centaur.
Already sitting at about 300 attack speed, I'm assuming, with max fervor stacks. And he'll have a blink as well for extra initiation. Keep in mind, he just bought the Scotty. This is how good this guy is doing right now. Now, Chen's still sitting about 400 away from the Ags, and this is kind of bittersweet for Unct. I mean, you want to have your Chen Ags up this early, but then again, you don't want him in the jungle. Well, when he's got 11 kills, that's great. But if he dies at the wrong moment, of course, that gold can just quickly vanish.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna scout out the Roche both teams, actually.
Yeah. But the AAL is down. If there's any time to go for it, if they could, if Lycan was in position, I'd say go for it right now. But without his ult up, he doesn't have any way of getting to the pit very quickly. They don't have the best map control in terms of towers, so he can't just TP to it. And it looks like actually we're going to see Dust jump on it. But Storm zipping in on Sniper. He'll take him down. A very cheap shot indeed, but a costly shot for your Radiant team. As Troll and Tusk, they've got it covered though.
Yeah.
They don't need no stinking Sniper. Because actually there's a swap back on Disruptor, will go down, and Cheesehead throws out the ult, actually manages to clean up the Vengeful Spirit, and Chen not going to be able to use that ult right now. Storm zipping in with this new Soul Booster, going to be able to actually grab the Bloodstone whenever he wants it, and he'll silence down Implaner. Go ahead and grab him here. Implaner does have the Aegis, however, so he will be able to get right back up. His ult will be down, however, seeing as he's just used it. They can't quite find the last right click onto him, and Storm will just take down Tusk instead. Not too focused on taking down Troll, seeing as he is going to be respawning anyway. And Tusk just charging up the snowball. They will jump on Storm anyway, and Katsu getting taken down. Soji will find a kill there, and is going to have a nice start to his Bloodstone when he picks it up.
Radiant's top tower is under
That's super costly for Mao. I don't think that's what they had in mind with the Roche. I'm not sure if Troll and Tusk should have initiated on that in the jungle. It seems like a fight you wouldn't want to take.
Yeah. So you're just cleaning up some creeps in the jungle. Sniper forced to deny the top tower. And this game is very back and forth. But it's basically a push war in the end. And still better than TI4 finals. But, you know.
Yeah.
That's not saying much. Do have Lycan picking up a full AC right now. Bloodstone recipe on its way to Storm Spirit. He's already sitting on a good 40 mana regen with a bottle charge, 16 without. So he'll up that by about 11. And he'll do very nicely for himself. Actually, yeah, about 11. I thought I counted wrong for a moment. Excuse me.
Nope. All good.
Haystream picked up by Storm as well, so won't have to waste his mana to initiate as much. Although he can find some kills, but he'll be going BKB next, and you can't really blame him for that.
No, you cannot.
Once again, I want to give a quick shout out to our viewers. Thank you guys for coming out. We couldn't do it without you. We may not have too many tonight, but hey, gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, we're still here. And pretty much on opposite sides of the map at this point. Trying to catch a kill on Lycan, which I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do.
I think they will be able to. They've got bashes from Troll. Unless he might be able to outrun him, and he will. But they already popped the ult, and actually Shrapnel coming out from Sniper. They'll get a glimpse back, and Troll might be able to secure the deal here. Kinetic Field coming out. Can they catch him here? They may be able to hit him with a headshot. Blink forward from Sniper. And a snipe coming out won't be able to actually seal the kill. And the Dire taking down a bot tower, so Lycan, space created.
Oh, not just a little space. They're going for a lot of space. Shen's present. Army's ready to go.
Yeah, and Storm Spirit is nowhere to be seen over here. He's actually going to distract the enemy team up top. Gets silenced here. Manages to find a kill on Disruptor despite the fact. And it's just hasted here. Now up to 9 Bloodstone charges. They'll TP back home. Ice Blast only really connects on Chin. But they get a ward in the enemy base and do about a third damage to the tower. So, pretty big deal for your Dire team.
Yeah, it was a good job. Especially since Storm Spirit got out. That was well worth.
Oh, Ice Shards coming in right now. Chin has kind of forgot a creep here. And actually, Troll way out of position. Blink up on the Vengeful Spirit. Will get stunned. And KGB going to try to get out. Will... Yep.
No bashes.
No bashes. And despite the fact if there have been bashes or not, there was Test of Faith coming through anyway, just in case. I like that move to just TP out and say, you need to focus me because I'm going to be gone. Oh, just kidding. I'm going anyway.
Yeah. Troll's still dominating your net worth. And if you look at the actual net worth graph, it's gone deeper towards Own It.
Yeah, they're really digging in their heels here. As Sniper is going to get caught out yet again. He'll pop his Mask of Madness. Actually, somehow evaded a right click or something. But, yeah, it's not going to last long. As Centaur will be able to take him down anyway. BKB, Force, and Blink up on the Centaur. They'll Troll ult just to farm some more. Troll, what is he working toward now? We have absolutely no clue. Cool.
About anything. I can see BKB.
I can see Boots of Travel, BKB, yeah. BKB will be really good this game against the Storm Spirit, the Vengeful Spirit, Centaur.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
The Chin, the Lycan's eventual Necrobook, maybe, if he ever upgrades his boots first.
Ever.
I'm really surprised he didn't go for any Boots of Travel along the way. There's... I mean, if he sees the ganks coming, those could help him a lot, but of course he's not really seeing them coming at this point, and...
Yeah.
Radiant team is shaking their boots, though, and you can really see Sniper... He keeps getting out of position. He's 3, 8, and 9. Not what you want to see on your hard carry.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
Yeah, quite the opposite indeed. He'll zip back into mid lane, though. And just gonna head back out. New BKB up on the Storm, though. He's got his 10-second charge. He's ready to fight. The question is the rest of his team? And the answer right now is not quite. about
Yeah.
3 minutes or less on the Roche. I believe it was 3:45 at 5 minutes.
We could see
Is under attack.
Heaven's Halberd, actually.
On Troll,
Yeah.
it's either Heaven's Halberd or Butterfly at this point. I highly doubt with as much farm as he's been getting that it's just a casual Talisman of Evasion.
Oh, definitely not. I mean, he's got the Sanjin Yasha sitting there, so I could see Manta plus Heaven's Halberd. It's always a possibility.
And Lycan sitting on 2,600 gold, probably saving for buyback at this point, but I want to think that Together We Did It knows they have the upper hand at least. Here.
Huh. Maybe. Actually.
Double edge off for Jipples. Implaner on a mega kill streak as the Troll Warlord as well. And there
That's
will
risky.
be... Oh, Jipples TPing away here. Very lucky for him, but meanwhile the top tower going down to Soji. A better rat than Lycan. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Speak of the devil, Lycan sitting on 3.3k. I'm really wondering what his next item is.
Necro's probably suggested at this point.
Necro or Travels. I mean, that's all I can really think of.
Yeah.
Storm just farming. Whenever I hear a zip, I'm like, oh dear, where is he?
You might as well, excuse me, buy Boots of Travel at this point. I don't get why. Whatever. Maybe he wants to make those TPs good use.
I mean, he definitely has buyback at this point, so... I couldn't tell you. Chen will be picking up some TPs. Save myself there. There will be just another TP bot from Lycan. Maybe he's not buying him because he knows he still has an extra TP.
Maybe.
That could be it.
Ooh, Storm Spirit using his 10-second BKB charge to not go with the glimpse.
Well, you can't blame him for that. Disruptor's too much of a
no.
threat right now.
Yeah. It would have been straight into a silence, so
And-
not worried about it.
In a team fight, that's what he's going to be using his 10-second BKB charge against anyway. So, you kind of just have to. And Lincoln's wouldn't really help him here. Simply because, well, Tusk can pop it. Disruptor can pop it with his Q and then glimpse you anyway.
Yeah.
It's not a great situation for Lincoln, so can't blame him for that, really. Ancient Apparition actually moving down here with a Troll Warlord creep. There's a glimpse back on something. I don't...
Venge just 1 second. It was like just to the
Oh.
left for a little bit.
Okay, I was like, where did it... What? Huh? Yeah, and Storm Spirit just continuing to find farm. I think he's looking for Sheepstick at this point. Little surprised he's not holding on to any sort of TP at this point. I feel like you probably are going to need to get back to your base eventually.
Yeah.
We're starting to see a very passive game come out from these teams, though, and
Well, because this team fight's it. Whoever loses is going to lose racks. At least 1 set.
or have to spend their buybacks to save them. Yep, it'll be Boots of Travel up for the Lycan with 3k still in the bank. Buybacks are up for your Dire team and 1 for your Radiant team, which is your Troll Warlord. Nobody else with buyback, though, and that is scary. As actually KGB ends up following an unstoppable streak for your Troll Warlord now. As it's a 4v4 engagement overall at the moment, anyway. We're going to see Taku in the Roche Pit. Looks like Centaur and will make their way over here as well. They're going to be able to get Lycan and Aegis pretty easily here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think now that we'll expect a decent high ground push. I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw the little skirmish here between Storm Spirit and Tusk, but Storm Spirit zipping halfway across the map, killing the Tusk and zipping back out. So
He has
I
a
think with
ton
that
of mana to
negotiation-
work with.
Yeah, with that range, they could go wherever, really.
I mean, 2.1k mana, still with room to grow, of course, seeing as he's not completely 6-slotted, even though that he's got 6 slots anyway,
Yeah.
full. It just seems to be one of those games where it's like, okay, we're gonna push. No, okay. We'll make the casters come up with something else to talk about. And I hate to do it this way, but it feels like, okay. We don't know who's going to win, but there's not much happening right now. We do have a butterfly pickup on Troll, so we'll just talk about items. Troll picks up a butterfly. Who's getting what next? There might be a drum coming up on Tusk. Disruptor looking for Ags. Me looking for my wallet. We'll see a D-ward out from Venge on the bot lane, just getting an extra bit of control in the jungle. Are a couple sentries and observers out from the Radiant team. I believe we don't have a gym picked up on either side just yet, so...
Mao should really be looking to get one.
Oh.
Maybe scout out the wolves.
I know what we've been waiting for. Shin just got his granite column.
Alright, yeah. But I mean, even look at Ona right now. I hate to say I was right, but look how spread out they are. Focus on farming and just waiting for Mao, who's all grouped up, to go into a lane they're not supposed to be in and take advantage of it. Like Centaur already moving bottom. Just trying to poke a hole.
Oh, but a double damage on Storm. I mean, if there was any time to push, it's right now. I mean, you have a granite golem. You've got a double damage on Storm. You've got your map control.
Yeah.
May not. We've got an Aegis. Okay, for crying out loud, we have an Aegis, boys. We're wasting daylight here.
Yeah. Trying to find out where they should initiate from.
Sniper with a Manta. I mean, this is the problem. They're giving the Radiant more time to get their items up
Yeah.
by stalling this push. When you've got an advantage, I know it's risky in this patch to pressure advantage, but you need to actually be able to press it. And you need to have the confidence to be able to press it and just say, hey, we can take you.
Yeah.
Oh, but meanwhile, speaking of taking someone, KGB will go down to Troll Warlord and the rest of the team as they 5-man him there, and this is the kind of pickoffs that Dust are looking for right now.
Mm-hmm. Quick kill. Really quick. Get it over with.
Storm Spirit, meanwhile, just...
Farming up.
I mean, okay, is this the item we're waiting for? There's a heart on Centaur and a cheese on Centaur.
Under 2 minutes left on Aegis, so I don't know what the deal is here.
What is coming to Lycan?
Yeah.
Okay, they're waiting for MKB on Lycan, and they'll actually have it. He'll have to buy out, but I think it's worth it. As actually, Storm Spirit gonna find a kill on the Disruptor after he pops his double damage. Nowhere safe for these supports at this point. And they're gonna move in at maybe.
Maybe.
Okay, Taku. The enemy base is this way.
TD is still up on Storm Spirit, just for a little bit, so tier 2s should fall, and if not tier 3, they should be ready to push. Aegis seconds away from being reclaimed, honestly.
We've got about 45 seconds on it.
See, seconds. Told you.
He didn't use Howl, though, so they still have a lot of push left in them, and he's actually going to TP down to the bot lane and start pushing it out some. So, kind of a two-pronged push here from your Raydire team. Your Raydire team.
They're not seeing the Lycan push just yet. Look at them. They're all focused mid. Radiant's ready to go.
Yeah, and we actually have not only the BKB, but also the Lincolns up on Storm. Which is... I mean, it's just going to be Frustration City for them at this point. Disruptor is definitely working on that Axe. Still about 1,800, 1,700 to go on it. And Lycan pushing into the base of all things. They will miss him with the kinetic field. He'll actually get glimpsed back in here. Dodges the ulti, and now they're getting overrun. There's a zip in from Storm, a charge from Centaur. They stun the Storm, though, and Storm will be able to zip back out. 400 HP remaining after Hand of God, and Taku gets blown up, actually. His Aegis has been reclaimed at this point. Centaur getting bashed down by Troll Warlord. Are they going to be able to hold is the question. 4 step forward from him. He'll get glimpsed back. Manages to get a stomp off. Looking for a double edge. Can't quite find it. Isn't able to even eat the cheese. He was so hungry, but he starved to death in the end. Sniper and AA go down on the side of the Radiant. But Tusk isolated here. Soji able to zip back in and find him. And it looks like they may be able to push off of this. Tusk does have buyback. Nobody else on the Radiant does. And we've got Centaur with a buyback from the Dire. I don't think we'll see one come out from him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
An explosive team fight, though. And there's a blink in from Troll Warlord. Soji trying to find some damage here. Doesn't have True Strike, and now the bash is coming out. He'll zip out. He'll zip once again. He also has Suicide, if he wants it. No bash on the chin. He used them all up. And he'll be calling his creeps home as well, saving himself his Ancient Granite Golem, which is quite a big deal. There's also a backup Golem on either side at this point, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Overall, though, a failed push from Ont. I mean, you expect them to say, hey, we're coming into your base, we're taking your whole base. And they didn't quite pull that off.
Yeah, like was a bit too far isolated, and Ont ran into some issues trying to go save him, make something happen. Oh boy.
We're going to DC, yep. And again, apologize for the yawning, guys. Just a touch sleepy here.
Just a touch.
I'm pretty much, when this game's done, I'm pretty much going to play one song, throw the VOD to YouTube, and go to bed.
Yeah.
It's not even any DAC, no Dota 2 Lounge bets to place, so we're good.
We are good.
Alright, he has made it back. Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. And they are ready to go indeed. So, taking a look at net worth after that last fight. If for some reason net worth will come up, there we go. A little bit of a spike back toward the Radiant's favor. I don't see too much happening. The big thing is the Troll Warlord is so fat right now. He has 6,000 gold. Okay. Troll, I was just talking about how good you are, and then this happens.
Blinking to
Into the trees. Yep, just kind of hanging out. There we go, back to farming. But he has enough to buy a rapier.
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
No, you don't want Lycan with a rapier, especially one that's on his own. That's.
I mean, Lycan with a rapier isn't as bad as Storm with the rapier, because the likelihood that Storm would actually drop the rapier at this point is so low.
Well, I think Lycan could use the damage for his pushing endeavors.
Yeah.
A little better, but I don't know. It's honestly gonna be whoever grabs it. If it's a support, guess he's running with the Divine back to base. Even if you don't pick it up on someone respectable who can actually use it, just getting it out of Troll's hands is fantastic, because that's 6k gold, 6.2k
Gone,
gold.
yeah.
Though.
However, he is sending a courier out. It's going to be satanic for him. Can't blame him for that. I mean, I can maybe see him going rapier after this, but it's unlikely. You don't need to risk it, so why risk it, you know?
Yeah, he's gonna go satanic, which is very good, and that's all Mao has.
Oh, Wolves nibbling at the
Almost got
courier. Poor Bearski. Under so much harass.
Looks like Dire's grouping up bottom. They want to push this out. And you know what? Mao, he grouped up mid. Ready to go, but Storm Spirit's going to apply some pressure in other lanes, spread them out thin, hopefully. Meanwhile, Lycan's just farming.
I mean, Storm Spirit, he's kind of like an anti-mage in the sense that he can get all the way across the map very quickly. Probably a little quicker than anti-mage, although he doesn't have the damage potential AM does, so. But that's going to be a big difference maker here in the late game, kind of the rat war. The rat race, if you will. The rat war? Why would I even say that? It's definitely the rat race. He ended up dropping his... Wait.
What?
I'm not sure what he just did. Okay. He had a ultimate orb. That was for his Lincoln Sphere. Okay. He picked up a Mystic Staff, then he picked up a Demon Edge. By the way, all of that was on a regen rune there. So...
Oh, wow.
Fun things to do with Storm Spirit, you know? Meanwhile, the Radiant just trying to group up and clear creeps. I do want to take a look at levels, though. Troll Warlord level 25. Everyone else at the Radiant is below all of the cores on the Dire by at least 4 levels. They're forced to group up right now. They're not getting great levels, whereas the Dire can spread out. They can get solo farm, basically. Even the supports don't feel like they're really threatened, and even if they are, they got enough levels out of it to make it worth it, you know?
Yeah.
because their cores can still end the game on their own. That's the fear they're putting into the Radiant team here. They'll grab this Aegis, and I'm hoping they'll do something with it a bit sooner. They waited that last one out a bit too long. AAO coming in, though. Heal comes in preemptively, and they pretty much got lucky on that one.
Yeah, I'm not worried. AA is not going to change the fact of the matter a little too much. Two Cheese is actually up on Centaur now.
Yeah, Medallion in the pit, as well as Lycan does lay that down to pick up the Aegis. I mean, Lycan is still only really 4-slotted. Which,
yeah.
I mean, it definitely says for how rough of a game he's had. The 1 kill, 7 death Lycan game. It's not a pretty sight. I am really wondering why they aren't pushing now. Like, seriously, legitimately wondering. Where...
Well, part of that's because we both want to go to sleep.
I mean, yeah, but
like,
at the same time, like... Late game, you ain't got it.
Yeah.
You gon' get owned. Sniper, troll, late game, I don't really care how much farm they have at that point. They can outcarry you if they're 6-slotted.
Yeah.
And again, like, Lycan is only really 4-slotted. The Ogre Club isn't a full item. The Aegis is going to be gone, hopefully, to the hands of the enemies, but, I mean, it might just get waited out again. You never know.
Wow. Excellent turtle by Mal. I should point that out.
I mean, they're doing very well, yeah.
The issue is, if Troll Warlord dies, you are so done.
Yeah, they're definitely having to save for buyback on Troll. You lose that Troll, and if he's dead for too long, you are in big trouble. But he does have an extra 2k on top of his buyback, so that's good at least.
Double buyback. Refresher. Buyback.
And he's actually going to find a jump onto Soji, who will be charged out, can't get away, will be dead for 40 seconds. Does have buyback, though. Shane going to try to recall the creeps. They'll get the golem, though, so that's the important part, and there are no golems around. Shane just checking the camp. Nope. Sorry, buddy. No granite for you today. So, they're going to wait for Storm to get up for sure. And he loses a few Bloodstone charges, but in all reality, it's okay. He's still got buyback as well. So, and 4.6k in the bank. Is he going Rapier?
Who? Lycan?
Storm.
Storm? He's got the demon at me.
I'm just looking at how much gold he's still got in his pocket.
I'd see crit stick before.
I want to see crit stick before Rapier, but at the same time,
I mean,
why hasn't he bought it? Okay, okay, MKB. That makes much more sense, yeah. Especially against Troll.
Yeah, but I mean, they already have it with Lycan. But I guess if he's struggling getting the right clicks on, might as well.
There's a howl coming out from Lycan as well, and they're not doing anything with it, really. I mean, Lycan kills a few creeps, and that's cute, but I mean, a little preemptive there.
Yeah.
Still down for 20 seconds. They will pop Sniper's Manta and actually keep Lycan trapped in some ice shards for a second there. The the B team, if you will, needs to push in the mid lane right now, but Troll Warlord's there and he's waiting for him.
Probably got around a minute left on Aegis. This is... Oh, man.
Yeah, a minute and a half, probably. I think you need to break the base now, but they're actually backing off even more.
I don't know what's going on at this point.
In fact, excuse me. Storm Spirit is actually sitting back at base now. Does have boots of travel, at least. But, now Sniper has BKB. I mean, they're just giving Sniper time, funneling the creep waves in towards him. The B and AA ult coming out, a glimpse back from Disruptor as well. They'll grab Jipples. He does have that BKB up. Will get Walrus Punch. Disables Galore coming out, but he'll actually end up falling. Taku coming in now. Katsu getting hit pretty freaking hard. He'll get crit one more time, and that'll bring it down. And actually, they're going to jump in on Implaner, who is getting melted. It's a 5-man wipe. There'll be buyback from the Troll Warlord. Tusk has it as well if he chooses to use it. But so far, he's not. It looks like Oat or Together We Did It, whichever way you want to look at him. have finally cracked this nut of a game open, and they've knocked it so open that it's going to be a GG call from Katsu. They will be your victors in this incredibly long match that wasn't that long, but it just felt long. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm too invested in the troll. Wasn't enough farm.
The troll had enough farm, it's just that the team backing him up did.
Yeah, there wasn't enough collective farm for the motherland.
Yeah. And Sniper just getting jumps on from all the initiation that came out of Onk. And Chin, I mean, I would honestly put Chin right up there with the rest of them in terms of MVP. 13, 4, and 6. This guy really played his heart out here.
He was doing work.
He's got almost as many fantasy points as the Lycan.
Well, Lycan was had a rough start with Chin.
Yeah.
It's pretty explosive in the beginning.
Yeah, and despite Troll's 670 GPM, I mean, just wasn't able to do it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for us tonight. We'll probably be back tomorrow night with more Cevo. I'm SP Revolution 5, joined by ArchaeaDota for Truesight TV. You can find us at Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, under those names. Just look us up. You'll probably find something.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we will enjoy seeing you guys next time. And this is Truesight TV, signing off.